Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be why you should never waste your valuable time. Well, I talk about this quite a bit because I see a lot of this from guys. I get a lot of email from guys that do the same kind of crap like this dude is doing. And it's like sometimes I just want to reach through the camera and grab these guys and because they're wasting years of their life hung up on a chick that they pine after day in, day out, months and months. And I got an email here from a guy who's in college, and basically from the time he was 18 till now, which is 4 fucking years of his life, he's been hung up on this girl. But let's just jump right in. He says, "Hi, Coach Corey. I think I have a story I want to share with you. The first days I entered university, I got a crush on a girl named, we'll call her Jane. So I got her in my English class, and I used to talk to her, but I was afraid to tell her that I loved her." I say, love, I'd say you're obviously attracted to her, you're infatuated with her, because you don't know what love is yet. Love is something that you experience in a relationship. Yeah, I'm sure you feel a really strong desire and an infatuation, but you've completely ignored the fact that there's nothing coming back from her side. And he says, "I took her Facebook, and by message I told her that I loved her very much, but she never answers back." Here's the deal. When you, out of the blue, you barely talk to a woman, all of a sudden you tell her that I love you, a woman instinctively is going to think, you don't even fucking know me. How can you love me when you don't even know me? And that is something that's going to turn any woman off, because when you say things like that, you communicate you have no concept of how to interact with a woman in a romantic sense. And when you do things like that, you're basically exuding stalker-like behavior of a needy guy, behavior of an insecure guy, behavior of the type of guy who becomes a jealous and abusive boyfriend. And when you act this way, women all instinctively, their walls go up and they want to get away from you as quick as they can, because guys like you, when they interact with guys like you, because you're coming from a place of need, you're not coming from a place of love. You feel if you possess the woman, or if you can make her yours, or get her to be in your life, then you feel some sense of completeness. And what happens when women get in relationships, I think most women have dated guys that made them feel this way. They feel totally suffocated. They feel like they don't have any space, or the guy's constantly blowing up the phone. Why didn't you call me back right away? Where have you been? What have you been up to? And so when you just send a Facebook in your opener as I love you, and you don't get a response back, that's why. So he says, "So 3 years and my life was ruined trying to talk to her, but she never replied. And when I see her face to face at university, I only tell her hi, and she answers. My heart was ruined from her from 18 years old to 22 years old, and I have never met another girl because of her. I do love her. I think hope is my problem, and I always think that she will be mine, and that's my problem. And every time I message her, she doesn't reply. What can I do? Thanks." What you can do is nothing. Never ever respond to this girl. Never initiate a contact or a text. You can say hi to her at school, but you've totally creeped this girl out. So you should never contact her again, because it's obvious that she doesn't have interest in you. And you've watched too many TV shows and too many movies that have taught you that if you just hope and you want a girl enough, that she'll eventually fall in love with you. And that, of course, is totally bullshit. You wasted 4 years of your life. It sounds like the whole time you were in college, you didn't talk to... it's like college is such a great time because there's beautiful young women everywhere. And you got these great skills that I didn't even know when I was in college. And you can be applying this stuff and meeting women and interacting with women that you actually have a chance with. And then he says, "I wanted to add that she was accidentally erased from my Facebook, and when I add her, she didn't accept it or reject it." And I would say, if she accidentally got erased from your Facebook, it's probably because you got all butthurt that she didn't respond, and you deleted her, and then after you deleted her, you regretted it, and then you sent her a friend request, and she's just ignored you, and you wonder why. He says, "I wish she might do something to know what I can do if she rejects, so I will know that she's not interested. I was like, dude, she's not interested. She's not giving you any indication that she's interested in you in any way other than to try to get rid of you. And yet, you, like a fungus, you just keep coming back over and over and over again, and you don't get the hint. And more than likely, deep down, you probably, and you'd know this better than I would, but you probably got a limiting belief running around in your head that tells you that you don't deserve what you really, really want. And so you stay hung up on a girl that you have absolutely no chance with, because in that way it reinforces your belief that you don't deserve what you want. And therefore you never interact with any other women, especially women that you actually have a chance with. And so all you see is that things never work out for you because you're hung up on something that you can't have. And the key is to read my book, download a copy of it, download the Amazon Kindle version. You can download it to any electronic device. Amazon has a free Kindle e-reader app that you just click on the link on the right-hand side of my website, right underneath the email sign-up box. It's got a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle page, and you can download my book to any electronic device in under 60 seconds. Like I said, Amazon has a free Kindle app, and then that way it'll be synced across all your devices. So if you're reading on your iPad and then you hop in the car and you go to school, and 10 minutes before you're going into your class, you can log in right to your Kindle app on your iPhone, and it'll be on the exact same page that you left off at home on your iPad. So it only takes 60 seconds to download it to any electronic device. So I highly recommend that you do that so you can start practicing what I teach and interacting with other women. And when you interact with enough women, you'll realize that this experience that you've had with this girl that has no interest in you, that only happens when you stay hung up on somebody that has no interest. The idea is to find out, does the girl have enough interest in you to go out on a date? And if she does, you get her number. And if you don't, you move on to the next one. You don't get hung up on somebody emotionally just because you look at her, because we're visual creatures. So it's just a bad way to go. So if you've got a question that you'd like to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website and click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers, and I obviously got to focus on their emails first. But be patient, I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way is to book a paid phone coaching session. You can do that by clicking the Products tab, which is at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and just follow the instructions. And I will talk to you soon.